Welcome back to my channel. This has been a very highly requested video. I will be showing you guys my full day of eating, which is filled with a high amount of nutritious protein sources. This is how I hit my protein goal of 160 grams of protein per day without absolutely any protein powders or shakes. So let's just hop right into the video. So we're starting off with the most important meal of the day, which of course is breakfast. Today I decided to start my morning with a ginger turmeric tea. I did have a sore throat this day. Drinking a cup of tea when I'm sick has definitely helped soothe my sore throat and just made me feel a lot better. Drinking tea helps fight flu and infection. It also boosts your immune system. There's so many benefits of drinking a cup of tea a day. So I definitely got into the habit of drinking a cup of tea each day. Okay, so my boyfriend is Jamaican and we always need our Jamaican staples in the house, which is 1, plantains. Always need plantains in the house, and 2, cheesy beef patties, which are not the healthiest, but y'all, they are so good. I like to fry my plantains on the stovetop just with some light avocado oil, just to make sure they get nice and crispy, and I do like to add a tad bit of salt on top. I also threw in 3 eggs just to get some protein in, and then I sauteed some mushrooms and kale. Plantains are a great source of fiber and potassium. I've literally been obsessed with them lately and I've been eating them like every day. But if you do want that extra crispiness, make sure to cook them in very light oil. Do not put too much oil on it because it will defeat the purpose of the health benefits of plantains. So I paired the plantains with 3 eggs to get some protein in, which of course eggs are a great source of protein. If you're looking for a protein source that has less fat, then you can always substitute the eggs for egg whites. Of course, for each meal I have to have a vegetable, so I am cutting up some kale, mushrooms, and green onions so I can saute on the stovetop to add to the eggs and the plantains. Okay, so next we are getting into lunch. So I eat ground turkey all the time. I am a ground turkey girl. I like to get the 93.7, of course, so I can have less fat in my diet. But ground turkey is great. It's great to pair with plenty of things. And I decided today to make a nice, delicious salad. So I made the ground turkey on the stovetop. I like to keep it light on my seasoning so that way I'm not using too much salt on my foods. But usually I go for the turmeric, paprika, any kind of Mrs. Dash because they have plenty of zero sodium spices. But things like that, any kind of natural spices that has zero sodium, I love to use, but that doesn't mean that I don't use salt on my foods. I just like to keep it very light. So here is some leftover homemade avocado dressing that I made, which is super easy to make. I found this recipe on Pinterest and I was like, yes, I literally need to make this because I am obsessed with avocados. But one thing that is great about making this avocado dressing is that it has way less calories, way less sodium than the bottle dressings that you get from your local grocery store. So honestly, skipping out on buying things from the grocery store and just making your own at home, 1, it's a lot healthier, and 2, it's just fun to experiment and try new things. workout is complete. The pump was pumping, okay, and now we are getting into our post-workout snack. I decided to make a acai bowl, which is the first time that I'm making them, but this has plenty of great protein in it. So this acai bowl, I got these puree packets from Kroger. I thought I got the unsweetened kind, but this one actually ended up being the acai berry, but this is the original blend. I added in some protein sources. Here is the vanilla oikos pro, which has 23 grams of protein. You can use vanilla or any flavor that you like. And then I added in a half a cup of this protein milk. So I added that all into a blender, and I added in some frozen fruit. So I like to freeze my own fruit instead of buying the frozen package, just because it is a little bit healthier and I want to get all the nutrients that I can. So make sure you freeze your fruit overnight. And then here are a few toppings I'm going to put on top after I blend all of my ingredients together. This acai bowl can be very calorie dense, but it just depends on the ingredients that you put in it. So I like to use the silk milk that has the extra calories in it. This one has 130 calories per serving, but you can always substitute that with the almond milk that has 30 calories, just so you're saving a little extra calories. You can also skip out on the cashews, so that way you're saving a couple hundred calories as well. This protein dense snack was super easy to make. It took like literally less than 5 minutes. So it's a great snack to eat after your workout. Now the goal for the acai bowl is to have the puree to be as thick as possible, not too liquidy. I did end up having leftovers, so I just put it in the fridge and it did thaw out. So it made a great protein smoothie for the following day. Last but not least, we are making some dinner. So my protein source is some fresh chicken tenderloins, and I measure out 8 ounces so I can get some extra protein in my diet. I am using this Jamaican curry powder, which I believe has less than 100 milligrams of sodium per serving. And of course, I'm using my natural spices, paprika and turmeric. So I just put that all in a bowl, added in a tad bit of salt as well, making sure it's mixed good together. And then for my vegetable source, I added in some kale and mushrooms. Like I said in my last video, protein powders and shakes will never be better than whole natural sources of protein. I seen some major differences in my body when I stopped using protein powders so much and started just doubling up on my chicken or just eating a little bit more of the natural protein sources. My skin is getting clearer, my stomach is staying flat, I am not as bloated as I used to be. I just feel a lot better, and it's honestly been the best decision I made to start incorporating more healthy options into my diet. Protein powders and shakes, they all contain artificial colors and preservatives, but of course I know it is more convenient to use protein supplements, but it's always best to use natural protein sources first before you add in supplements into your diet. So I did end up throwing in a tuna packet so I can get some extra protein in my diet. The 70 calorie packet has 17 grams of protein, but altogether I ate 160 grams of protein this day. That is it for the video. That is everything that I ate for the day. Make sure you guys stay connected with me and follow my socials at 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦, and I will see you guys in the next video.